Welcome to the Focus University video on the Request by Course report. In this video, we will demonstrate the features on the Request by Course report that displays information to help ensure the accuracy of the already entered requests. The first step is to change our school year in the upper right-hand corner to the upcoming school year. Our next step is to go into Scheduling and click on Request Reports. Now the Request by Course report is going to default. For this video, we're only going to focus on this first tab. We're able to see that we have 311 courses, and we're able to see all of this information about all of these courses and which ones have requests and which don't. At the very top here, I don't have any requests for these. Now this might be because there were no sections last year, or it might be that I haven't put in the request for them, or it might be to where I know exactly who the students are and normally I just mass add it directly to the schedule. Those might be some reasons as to why you may not see requests, but if you know for a fact that there's a course that should have requests and there are none, you might want to double check as to why. So if we scroll down a little bit, we're able to see what has requests and what doesn't. We can just go straight to any course or subject that we're looking for. Once we get there, we're able to see how many requests there are, and we're able to see all of the information related to that. So let's walk through some of these different fields, some of these different columns within this report. The very first one is the subject of these courses. So I'm taking a look at my high school English courses, and that happens to be in the high school English subject. I see all of my courses, I see the course number, and then I see the total seats and the number of sections. Now this is what's rolled over from last year. If you didn't have any sections last year and this is a brand new course and you haven't gotten to build any sections yet, then you won't see anything populated up here. Then you have the number of requests. So how many requests are there actually for this particular course number? And once we see this, if you notice, it's actually underlined to where we can click on it and go directly into the number of requests. So if I click on this English 1, I'm able to see that there are 82 different requests for this particular course. And it's not just 82, it actually says 83. And the reason why that is because a student has an alternate elective priority. We'll talk about that in just a moment. So now that I have my list of students that have this request, I can export this to Excel, or I can print this, or I can just take a look at the list. I can also click on the individual students and go directly to their requests and make a change if I need to. Click X on this tab and go right back to my request reports. And from here, not only do I have the number of requests, but I also see that there's an alternate request, which is that one student that we were just looking at a moment ago that has a 2 elective priority. Now, this is English. Next column is the number of inclusion requests. This column is your support facilitation. If I have 2 seats right here, I just need 2 students in support facilitation, then I can go out and build one section of inclusion and both of those students will fit into it. I just need to make sure that the right number of sections is built for this number of requests. Then you come to the numbers across the screen, and these are actually grade levels. So you're able to see which grade levels are actually putting in the requests. So this is an English 1 class, and I have 77 ninth graders requesting it, and I have 5 10th graders. If that's correct, maybe I have 5 10th graders that are making up a credit or something along those lines, then I can leave it that way. But if I have 9th graders sitting in a 12th grade class, then I might want to fix it. The next 2 columns are your extras. So this is additional filled seats. If there is a number here, then that means that students were directly scheduled into the course without a request. So someone might have clicked mass add course in the scheduling menu rather than mass requests. So that might be something that you take a look at and make sure, were the students supposed to be scheduled in, or were they supposed to have a request instead? You can always mass drop the students from their schedule and then give them a request. But you'll want to make sure that you export them to Excel so that you don't delete the list of students and you know exactly who was scheduled into it. Then you have your extra seats, and these are unfilled seats in the course. I have 75 total seats in these three sections. However, I have 102 requests for my English 2 course. I have a negative 27 seats. So I either need to add another section or I need to change up some of those requests. Maybe some of those students are honors students and they were accidentally put in the regular course number. So I just need to make those adjustments, and this report will help you to do that. This concludes our lesson on the request report for request by course.